Coming up next, high school football on your sports leader in Lorain, WLCS TV 20.
Handling the kickoff will be Anthony Bryant. Send a man in motion across the formation to get things started, just to kind of even things out. Lighty and Dower again back to receive the kickoff, and the whistles tweet, and we are underway. A little bit tardy, but that's all right. Bryant will get into it. It'll be a short kick. It'll bounce at about the 34-yard line, and one of the up guys tried to pick it up. Will finally do so and start working upfield. Turns it into a big return, a really big return across midfield down to the 45 at the other side. Going to find out who that was. It might have been Savon Chavis, was it not?
That was Jalen Cheers.
Was it Jalen? Okay. So from the 44-yard line, Carzell Ellis in on the stop for Warrensville.
I tell you what, if he wasn't there, that's a touchdown.
So here come the Titans. Are going to line up in that familiar offensive backfield. We've got the quarterback sitting in the middle, and you've got running backs on either side immediately next to him. So Chavis and Dower will be the running backs. It's going to be Dower on first down. Tries to bounce outside, does so to the right side. It is going to be near the stick. In fact, he takes the stick down on his way out of bounds, and I think he should be right near a first down on the first rush of the ball game. See where they
Somebody should tell that stick man, though, when they're coming at you, lay the sticks down.
Yeah, get out of dodge.
Get out of that, but lay the stick down so nobody rolls up on it.
Well, I think we've got a stick issue right now.
Well, that's what happens when.
So I have to see what happens over there. Still not sure. One of the sticks is down on the far side.
It looks to be broken, guys. It looks like they're putting it back together.
First play of the game.
Get the tape. Hey, I know right now. Get a roll of tape.
We have some duct tape that we can lend out. Sometimes a little bit of tape will work. Athletic tape, duct tape, masking tape.
Scotch tape.
I got it. Okay, all right, we got the information on number 32. So Malachi Buck, who was one of the starters for this squad, broke his collarbone, so he's not able to be with the team, so they brought him out symbolically, which is pretty cool.
With his jersey, yep. That tells you something about these kids.
I agree. Well, you know, in the pregame interview, we talked with Romy Graham, the head coach of the Warrensville. This is his first year, but he talked about how the team always preaches family.
Well, yeah, and they are. I mean, really, you go through all the things that they've gone through, all those practices. Well, here we go.
So it was a 10-yard pickup. They will move the sticks. It'll be first down and 10 for the Titans. Handoff. This time it's going to be Chavis. He'll bounce it to the left side. Cuts back inside. One would-be tackler still on his feet. Gets dragged down at about the 22-yard line. So that'll be a pickup of, oh my goodness, about 23. Xavier Bryant in on the stop. So 2 big rips on first down for the Titans. They'll line right back up into that offense. No surprise there.
Why change now, right?
Exactly.
Oh, there it is.
Flags fly.
Right guard.
Yep.
Took the step.
Can't do that.
Well, you can do it, but
there's a price to pay.
Yes.
So 27-ish yard line.
First and 15. Here we go. Same formation.
And you'll see that for the majority of the game. We'll keep saying same formation. 2 receivers on the wide side of the field. That's right. Jordan Jackson wants to throw, does so. Drops it out, has his receiver Lighty, and he'll make the catch and work up field. And bumped out of bounds near the sticks. Give him a pickup of 16.
3 plays, guys. 3 first downs.
That's, that's a pretty good average.
I think they marked it a first down.
Yes, they did. Yes.
Okay. Pick up a 16, and we will move the sticks. It'll be first and 10 from about the 14-yard line. This time, a little bit of an option look. The flip goes outside. It'll be Dalen Dower. Still on his feet. Gets slung out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 6 and a flag behind the play. It looks like it's going to go against the Titans, I think, Coach. Did I pick that up right?
I think you're right. There's a lot of applauding on the Tigers' side of the ball here. Yeah, they're bringing it back.
Second penalty is going to be
that's a big one.
15 yards.
I didn't see the signal, but it's got to be a clip or something. Something big.
Well, it's going to be first down and about 17. And he'll throw. Jackson takes a couple extra steps. Big pressure. He's going to get wrapped and shoved backwards and brought down back behind the 30. I think they'll mark him at about the 27. So that'll be a loss of about 7. Bryce Harrell and on the stop for Warrensville.
Along with a couple other guys. Man, they were in there in a blink of an eye.
First negative play of the game for the Lorain High Titans. It brings up a second down and a long, long way. Probably, I'm guessing, 23 maybe?
At least. 3
receivers to the right. Jackson wants to throw, fires underneath on the slant. Has a man there. That'll be Lighty. He'll have it at the 20-yard line. He'll get wrapped up and drop there. Actually, they might give him the 19. So that'll be a pickup of about 7. Makes up for the loss on the prior play. But that's going to be about it. Brings up a third down, and we're going to call it 16. 3 receivers off to the right as well. Single running back going to be Chavis.
They're in 4-down territory, so.
It would be great. Jackson wants to throw, rolls to his right, has pressure, avoids that, fires towards the end zone, man in the back. Is it a catch? It is. Touchdown Titans.
Wow.
That was a nice ball from Jackson. I'm still trying to pick up the number of the young man that brought that one in. David, do you?
That was Dalen Dower with the touchdown catch.
Boy.
All right.
He just whistled that bad boy in there, didn't he?
And it's very windy down here, guys. That was one thing I've been wanting to mention. The Titans have started off running the ball very well because of this wind. It is whipping down here.
Man. Well, here we go.
They'll go for the deuce, that same standard formation. Jackson with the running back on either side, lines up in the shotgun at quarterback. 2 receivers to his right. Play action look. Jackson rolls right, flips back of the end zone. A little bit too tall. Had a receiver. Air-mailed it over top the hands of Devontae Jackson, so the score will remain 6-0 in favor of the Titans with 8:57 remaining in the first quarter. Time for a break. We'll step away. We'll be back with more first quarter action on the Murner and Pasternak Game of the Week. You win. We win. Get paid.
We make Marines who overpower the desire to quit with the perseverance to prevail. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
The Titans will line it up here and get set to give the ball away to Warrensville Heights. And now they have big playability too, don't they?
They can. They can run.
Let's not count them out. They'll kick it away. Ball bouncing along the ground. Elijah Gordon's going to pick it up. He'll have a nice return out to the 30, 35, cuts back out to the 40. A couple nice returns on kickoffs all the way out to the 42-yard line for Warrensville Heights. Dylan Blakely on the stop for the Titans. Let's see what the Warrensville Heights Tigers will bring offensively to the field. It's like, see who's going to get the start at quarterback here. You've got a couple of them out on the field. William Smith can play quarterback. Jerome Lee. Looks like Lee's going to bring his offensive line back. Now, here's the danger for Warrensville Heights. They don't have a lot of reserve offensive linemen.
Yeah,
what you see out there is what you got. So here they come on a first down
doing a lot of pointing
from the 42-yard line. Lee points out the defense. Looks like they're going to blitz. They are. They hand off. That's going to be William Smith trying the left side. He's going to pick up a nice little chunk on a first down carry. He's going to get to near midfield. A pickup of about 6.
Yeah, that was Was that about 8 yards, Don? Not a bad first play.
Pretty. 6, maybe 7. Yeah, give him 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a bad first play. I would absolutely agree. A good way to get things started here.
You always want the safety making the tackle.
Well, that was the problem, Coach. The safety blitzed. The Tigers caught the Titans in the safety blitz, and they ran to the opposite side of the safety.
So the Tigers will break the huddle and come to the line. 2 receivers split out to the right side. You've got basically a slot formation off to the short side of the field. Single running back, handoff up the middle. That's going to be a nice first down for the Tigers as they'll take it across midfield and down to about the 46-yard line. On the carry that time was Wilson.
That was that's just a straight ahead dive play, and they got the first down.
Pick up a 6. Move the sticks, which is always the goal offensively, especially early in the ball game.
Slow and steady.
Slot formation on both sides. 2 receivers split either way on a first down.
Blitz coming maybe, blitz.
In Lorain territory. Offensive line will set. Quarterback Lee hesitates, calls for the snap.
Outside blitz.
Nope, keeps it. Heads out to the left side, and he'll have first down yardage, but there's a flag back at the point of attack. I have a feeling this one's coming back. You might get a crack back on this, David. I'm not. Did you?
Looks like hands to the face.
Oh, okay. Oh, who are they calling that on? That could go either way. There's a call. It's going to go against the Tigers. So they should go back to the line of scrimmage, and Warrensville Heights band fired up. We saw the drum corps working outside earlier. Yeah. So a 10-yard penalty will back it up. They gave credit for a couple yards on the run, so it'll be about a 1st and 17.
But both teams some big penalties early, slowing them down offensively. Lorain overcame that, but
and that's the question, isn't it? Almost always.
Yeah.
7:07 remaining in the first quarter. 6-0 in favor of the Titans. First down at about 17 now for the Warrensville Heights Tigers. They'll send 3 receivers to the right side. They're moving left to right across your digital tuner. And moving along the line, the defense moved, the offense moved, and timeout is going to be the call, which means we take a break as well. We'll be right back with more on the Murner Law Game of the Week. You win, we win, get paid on WDLW.
Ohio State is saving lives every day.
This is Ohio State.
We're the economic engine of the state, a major employer.
Over 60,000 students. We're on the forefront of cancer research. An educational core of Ohio.
Impacting tens of thousands daily.
Our alumni organization is nearly 500,000 worldwide.
This is Ohio State.
This is Ohio State.
Ohio State.
This is the Ohio State University.
Look for them to kind of catch and create. Blitz coming off the edge, and boy, I tell you what, Lee in all kinds of trouble.
Oh, wait.
Guy didn't get there. Oh, boy. I thought he had the ball.
Guys,
I think he did. He just took it away from the quarterback, didn't he?
He absolutely did. Oziah Jenkins for the Titans with a strip of the ball carrier.
But he's not getting.
No, the referee did not give him the possession of the ball.
Well, what do you got to do to get possession?
It was an inadvertent whistle.
Oh,
it was way too early.
There you go.
Way too early.
They screwed it up.
Well, it happens.
Yeah.
Trying to protect that quarterback, guys.
Yeah. Loss of about 10 on the play brings up a second down and 15, 20, 25, 24-ish. A lot. How about that? Lee has 2 receivers right, 1 to the left, single running back alongside. Wanted to throw the ball, gets chased out of the pocket. He's going to turn it upfield. He's got that ability. He'll be met at about the 42-yard line, and that's about where this whole little thing started.
Well, I tell you what, it was a nice gain. Yeah, I tell you what, you better keep your eye on that quarterback, Mr. Lee, because he can pick him up and put him down, can't he?
Agreed.
And that is one of the things about when you loosen up your defense, there's a lot of gaps in there for somebody to run around in.
All right, it'll be 3rd down, and we'll call it 17. 2 receivers left on slot formation. 3 receivers split wide to the right. Lee alone in the offensive backfield. Fires across the middle. Has it in there.
Look at that
catch. Beautiful catch by Elijah Gordon. Gordon going to spin his way inside the 40 down to the 38 for a pickup of, let me see, 12, 13, 14.
Yeah, looked like a little post right over the middle. Well, 4th down. I'm thinking they're going.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, they're sending in a play right now.
4th and about 4. 5:08 on a running first quarter clock. Tigers kind of figuring out where everybody's going to be. Jerome Lee, the quarterback, actually went over and got the play from the sideline.
Well, I tell you, if the Tigers could get this will be huge for them. Gee whiz.
Same formation with 3 receivers to the wide side of the field on the right. 2 receivers off to the left. 4th down at about 4. Wants to throw. Has time. Tucks, starts working on his left side. 1st down and then a little bit more as he stretches the ball out and goes out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A pickup of 5 when he only needed 4.
Now, Don, you're the number man. How many yards was that 1st down total?
Oh, geez.
That had to be
over the place.
30 yards.
You had the 10-yard penalty. You had the loss of 10. Then you had play for 10, play for 14, play for 5, so 29.
20,
nice
there
job.
it is.
Look at you.
My goodness.
Like you know what you're doing.
I can pretend.
1st down and 10 from the Titans, 35 now for Warrensville Heights.
That's got to be a big lift for them. And Lorain's got to be saying, what do we got to do to stop them?
4:18 on a running first quarter clock. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Looks like the Titans are coming after us in a blitz. They do. And up inside is the running back, and maybe a yard or 2 just moving the pile forward. That's going to be about it. I think Wilson it was on the carry. We'll confirm that here in just a second. And whistles tweet as guys slow to get up. Pickup of about 1 on the play. Second down at about 9 for the Lorain High Titans. David, this is a quiet crowd tonight.
Yeah, it is. Gee whiz.
Quiet drive. You guys mentioned the penalties. They still were able to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, that's huge. Emotionally, yeah.
Nellian Wilson's going to line up on the left side of Jerome Lee on a 2nd down and 9 for the Tigers. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Quarterback keeper tries to go to the left side, cuts up, and a nice little chunk of yardage there. He'll be a couple yards short, so give him 7 on the carry. And that's just, you have that ability with an athletic quarterback to just let him create and take advantage. So you've got a 3rd down and about 3 for the Tigers.
Well, they're going to go for it on 4th, so they got 2 plays to get 3 yards. So see what happens. Now, hey, Lorain's defense, they got to suck it up and get in there.
Here comes that passing formation with 3 receivers on the wide side of the field, 2 on the short side of the field.
Spread your defense thin.
That's it. And it's worked thus far for the Tigers. See what it does on a 3rd down and 3 from about the 34-yard line.
Oh, look
Quarterback
at this.
keeper, no surprise there. Heading upfield is Lee. Lee will be met, but inside the 20-yard line, he'll take it down to the 16.
It was almost like a quarterback draw, don't you think?
It basically
he kind of got it, hesitated, and boom. Oh, boy.
Pickup of about 8 and enough for another 1st down. Just little chunks, man. You don't have to do a bunch.
Oh, yeah.
On every play.
You're absolutely right. Well, the thing is, when you have the ball, the other team doesn't, that's...
We'll bring this offense right back out. Wilson will line up to the left. Running back to the right is William Smith. The quarterback, Jerome Lee, sets for the snap. Behind that big offensive line. Moving along the Lorain High defense. Look like they want to come after it. They decide not to. Wilson will get the handoff. Tries to bounce it out to the left side. Tries to find the corner. Gets wrapped up and dropped. A little bit of a loss there on the run. And coming up in run support was Tyshawn Lighty. You saw a little bit of his speed.
Yeah.
It looked like there was an opening there for a minute, guys. And Lighty close really quick.
Yeah. Well, he can do that.
Loss of maybe a yard on the play brings up a 2nd down and 11 for the Tigers. It's interesting, they'll huddle up in the middle of the field even though the ball's on the hash.
Right.
But I think that's communication with the sideline as well.
That might be, yes.
So it's interesting how that works.
They hold it on the line for what seems like forever.
Well, it's to your point, we're under a minute to go in this first quarter.
Yeah.
Just the second possession of the ball game. Nice job controlling the tempo of the game and the clock here by the Tigers. Snap goes back, little reverse action, ball comes loose. I'd say the idea was for William Smith to toss it around and get one of the guys coming on a reverse. I think they wanted to get it to Elijah Gordon.
Yeah.
He tossed the ball up in the air. No one was home, and he had to go back and get it. So a loss that time.
Huge play for the Lorain
Wilson.
defense.
Latrell Charlton, guys, for the Titans coming up with that loose ball recovery.
All right, so we'll switch things over on the fumble. And Lorain High will take it with 40 seconds remaining. They'll have it at the 31-yard line of Lorain High.
And the band just got here, guys.
Yeah, there you go.
First quarter's getting ready to end. Lorain High's band's just getting here. Should be a good halftime.
Probably got caught in the same traffic that Joe Bach got caught in. He sent me a picture of that. It was rough. First down and 10 for the Titans. That's a tough way for that drive to end for the Tigers. Snap goes back, Jackson, handoff. Chavis works up the middle. He'll take it out to about the 34-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 3. And you see the tempo variation here for the Titans. Bryce Harrell will be the young man with the
Got the
tackle.
first grips on him. He got the
second down at about 7. 10 seconds on the first quarter clock. Jordan Jackson looks over the defense, flips it out. A little bit of a screen out to the edge and first down yardage. And then a little bit more out beyond the 40 to about the 43. And let's see, the catch was made that time by Devontae Jackson.
There's somebody down here on the sideline. There's some people around this guy's injured or something. Okay. I don't know if on the 30-yard line, if David could see it.
We'll get to that here in just a little bit as the clock has expired here in the first quarter. We'll take a little bit of a break. 6-0 Lorain High over Warrensville Heights. We'll be back with more on the Murner and Pasternak Attorneys Game of the Week. You win, we win, get paid.
Stop. Whether it's on the way to school, at school, or online, bullying has become a non-stop threat to our youth today. Is your child being bullied? The National Runaway Switchboard can help. If you're having a hard time, get online or call to chat now.
Every year, the Salvation Army serves nearly 30 million people in need. That's one person every second. So by the time you've finished watching this, 30 more lives will have been changed for good. All thanks to your donations.
Thank you.
Well, they'll have a first down and 10 following a first down pass at the end of the first quarter. They'll snap it back, a little reverse action for the Titans, and trying to turn the corner that time was Tyshawn Lighty. He's going to get pushed right back into the middle of the field and maybe a pickup of 1, and he's lucky to get that. Actually, a loss of 1. I'm sorry. Nice job by Anthony Bryant from the Warrensville Tigers to turn that one back and come up with the tackle.
Yeah, actually, he got back to the line of scrimmage. That would have been about a 4-yard loss. Here we go again.
It looks like they might actually give him, I think you're right, Lawson.
Oh,
that's a handoff and boy, quick hitter up the field. And boy, turning that into a nice gain is Dower. He'll pick up about 12 on that first down carry. D'Angelo Bell with the contact and the tackle at the back end.
There's a lot of whistle blowing here.
Pickup of a dozen. First down for the Titans. The ball at the 45-yard line of Warrensville Heights now with 11:11 on the clock. 2 receivers to the right in the stack. Jackson, little pitch, goes outside. Turning the corner is Dower.
That
First
could
down
be.
yardage. He's going to cut back against the grain, runs into a defensive back. He'll take it all the way down to about the 15-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of about 30 on the option look. That'll help your stats a little bit. Well, how's this for Dower? 3 rushes, 52 yards, averaging a little bit better than 17 per carry early on in this ball game.
That's not a bad game.
No kidding.
Jeez, man.
Titans offense moving again here. And you kind of see the tempo difference between the two. Keeper this time,
blitz
Jackson,
on that time.
rolls back. He's going to get dragged down back at the 30-yard line. That's going to be a loss of a bunch. They had the ball down at about the 16-yard line, so that's a loss of 14. Caleb Johnson.
On the blitz, that was a clean blitz. Right through there, nobody touched him.
As good as Dower's numbers are, Jackson's equally not good.
Second and a ton.
Second and, let me see, 15, 20, 24-ish. They'll fire the ball toward the corner, over the head. I'm going to tell you, Tyshawn Leidy was waiting for that ball to come on the inside and it ended up floating to the outside, incomplete.
Yeah.
Check the down and distance here. It'll be a third down and
a ton.
A bunch. Not sure what's north of here. I should know. John Carroll's north.
Well, yeah. Maybe they could throw it down to the campus.
That'd be a hit. All right. 3 receivers to the left. Jackson rolls to the left. Stops. Wants to go upfield. Has a little flip pass. Little kind of option, little shove. He's going to find Dalen Dower. He'll take it up near the end of the sticks. I don't think he's going to quite get there, though. It's a big pickup. I guess we call that a pass. It's technically it went upfield. Timeout taken by Lorain High. So we'll figure out the numbers on that one. And we'll be right back with more second quarter action on WDLW right after this.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Yeah, it's for a nicer day, huh?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Gonna get some big ones. Anybody want to wear a life jacket?
I'm good.
No life jacket? That's a deal breaker.
Daddy, you promised.
Daniel Stevens.
Yeah, give me one of those life jackets.
This message brought to you by the National Safe Boating Council and the women who nag you. Love you.
Coming out of the timeout of Lorain High Titans.
Big play right here.
6 on the second quarter clock here in Warrensville Heights. It's been a very, very fast ball game.
Yeah, geez.
Take a look here as the Titans will come. Here's that standard look for him. Jordan Jackson will be the quarterback. He'll have a running back on either side. Dowers to his left, Savon Chavis to the right. Got a big guy in that offensive backfield to provide blocking as well. He'll just be a keeper. Jackson tries to turn. Actually, that's Leidy. Forget about it. He's going to find the corner of the end zone. He was never touched.
He had great blocking in front of him.
From about the 10-yard line, so we'll give him the run of 10. And, David, I don't know if you had a look at that, but literally he was not touched.
No. Yeah, and I thought he got in, guys. I'm on the Titans sideline right now, and it looked like he was close.
No, he did.
Oh.
Yeah, he got in.
Okay, there was no signal, and everybody was kind of not even cheering.
Yeah, I was going to say, gee whiz.
Now they'll go for the 2-point extra point. And here's that traditional look. Leidy actually was lined up on the left side. He'll line up there as well again. Dower's not in that offensive backfield. Actually, Dower was the guy taking the snap on the Wildcat look. Hands off. Chavis will try to follow up. And we'll get into the end zone. There's your 2-point extra point. That will make it 14-0 in favor of Lorain High. We'll come back with a drive summary for you in just a minute. 9:49 left in the first half. 14-0. Lorain over Warrensville Heights. We'll be back with more on WDLW.
For the thousands of wounded warriors returning from battle, Wounded Warrior Project has developed the Warriors to Work program, a unique program that helps wounded warriors translate their military experience to the civilian workplace. The Warriors to Work program also works with employers to find the right job for the right warrior. Contact Wounded Warrior Project at findwwp.org. Welcome home the brave.
Kickoff from Lorain High. Driving kick's going to be fielded by William Smith. Smith will work to the near sideline. A little bit of straight arm. He'll get pulled out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Good return. And decent field position again for Warrensville Heights. 9:42 remaining in the first half. 14-0 in favor of Lorain High. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plays, covering 69 yards on that last drive before they got into the end zone from 10 yards out on the run from Tyshawn Lighty.
Guys, that fumble by the Tigers on their last possession was a big 7-point swing. This game could be tied at 7-7. Instead,
you're right.
14-0 Titans right now.
Dave, we have to hold on to that, especially when we start talking about this game at the half or maybe even later in the game, because that momentum shift is huge. Yep. So the Tigers will come to the line here on a 1st down and 10 from their own 29-yard line. 9:42 left in this first half, and don't be surprised if Warrensville Heights doesn't chew up most of this 9:42. Handoff right up the middle. That's going nowhere fast, and boy, the defensive line showed up in spades. Osiah Jenkins, oh boy, did he show up.
Yeah, he did.
Dropping back at the 20.
He showed up and he was upset.
Loss of about, 5 maybe? Loss of 5? Loss of 6? I like Kim. I want to put a mic on Kim. She's running the score. She's running the scoreboard and running commentary too. I kind of like it. So we'll give them a loss of 5 on that one.
Everybody back on this one.
Yeah.
Defensively.
3 receivers off to the right, 1 to the left, single running back alongside Lee, the quarterback. Picks the ball up off the low snap. Little scoots to the left, gets a little bit of a shove in his back, and he'll go out of bounds at the 22 for a loss of maybe 2. Now, all the energy you saw from Warrensville in that first set of downs kind of got blown up on that first run for negative yards in this second possession. And that's the thing. So you're at 8:47, and both teams have only had 2 possessions.
Right. Yeah. Think about that. Yeah. They're grinding the clock. There's no question.
3 receivers off to the right, 2 to the left for the Tigers. Lee all alone in the offensive backfield. On a 3rd down, and we're going to call it 17. Picks the ball up, rolls left, fires it outside, has a man there. Kind of coming close to the sideline, but he'll get out across the 30 to the 32. That one was caught by D'Angelo Bell. And he'll get across the initial sticks, and so picked up the loss of 5, give him another 3, so that's a pickup of 8. Bell's one of those kids that I think can make a big difference if he gets some space, but the challenge is to get him out there.
Right.
Another thing that I've noticed, guys, is a snap. The center quarterback exchange in the shotgun has been low every time.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Yeah,
it throws off your timing for your receivers and your quarterback.
Takes his eyes off the downfield guys. Yeah.
Warrensville Heights set to kick it away. Tyshawn Lighty deep to receive for Lorain. Good snap to the punter. High kick. High kick, and the Titans need to get away. It'll bounce and then take a favorable Lorain bounce right back to midfield.
On the 50, yeah.
Lorain High will take over there with 7:49 remaining. How often do you get the ball to start a drive right at midfield?
Right on the 50, yeah.
Next to never. I want to invite you to stick around for our halftime show. We'll get you caught up on scores from around the county. We'll also have your ONN halftime show. Before we head into all of that, though, Dave Rivera is going to check in with one of the coaches down on the field, either Dave McFarland from Lorain or Romy Graham. By the way, Romy's a great guy. Talked to him at length yesterday afternoon, just doing our pregame, and I ended up just having a really good conversation with him. Here come the Titans from midfield.
They could hit a big one right here.
Pitch goes outside to the left side. Dalen Dower looks to find the corner, does so. Works upfield. He'll have 1st down yardage, and a flag comes flying in from well behind the play at the point where he went out of bounds. So the pickup's going to be 14 or 15 on the carry. We'll see what the flag is, though.
Tack on another 15. Look like face mask, guys.
Oh, that'll do it. See, really, that's what I was going to say. The Tigers, their biggest problem so far are self-inflicted things that they've done, penalties and bobbled snaps.
Dower's going to have an incredible night stats-wise. He's already at 67 yards on 4 carries.
Yeah.
That's just not right.
He's just getting limbered up.
2 to the left, 1 to the right now. And, boy, a little confusion on the handoff.
Oh, that hurt.
This time, that'll hurt your average. Dower gets wrapped up in the offensive backfield. That's going to be a loss of about 4, and that exchange between he and Jordan Jackson just didn't happen.
That's like the I want it, you take it kind of thing.
Guys, they have Devontae Jackson playing quarterback and Jordan Jackson lined up wide. I'm not quite sure why.
All right. That's a good heads up. Thank you. So Devontae will run the offense. He'll take the snap, roll to his right, fire downfield, has a man there, and Lighty, he'll be down at the 21-yard line.
But, David, that also explains why you have a problem with the handoff.
Yeah, absolutely.
So another completion. And I think my stats are going to be a little bit off tonight, guys, because I didn't pick up the switch on the quarterbacks.
Well, we won't hold that against you, Don.
Oh, thank you. 3rd and 10.
Once a year, what the heck?
Once a week. Let's be honest. Jackson fires it out. That one behind the intended receiver.
Yeah.
Wanted to get it out to Jordan Jackson, and Jackson just couldn't get back to it. It'll fall incomplete.
And I tell you what, the receiver looked like he was wide smack open, wasn't
he? But the pass was behind him. You have a quarterback who hasn't had much experience behind center, and you throw him in to kind of see what happens, and you're seeing with the missed handoff to Dower, and you're seeing with that inaccurate pass to Jordan Jackson.
All right, so Jordan will split out to the left side. They'll keep Devontae in at quarterback.
Here it is, 4th down.
And whistles will tweet, and timeout taken by the Tigers. 6:27 remaining in this first half, 14-0. Lorain over Warrensville Heights. Break time for us. We'll step away. We'll be back with more from the Murner Law Game of the Week on WDLW. .6:27 remaining.
In a fast first half.
Yeah, it has been. Well, we're 41 minutes into it. And it has gone fast. It's ball control offense.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think we're complaining.
No. I'm just saying it just kind of goes that way.
All right.
Well, this is a biggie here. What do you need, Don? 10?
1st and 10. Ball spotted at about the 21-yard line of Warrensville Heights. Lorain with 3 receivers split far to the left side, 1 to the right side. Jackson scrambling, fires downfield, has a man, caught and knocked out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. With the catch that time was Devontae. And it'll be close. Yep, they're going to mark it. Give him a pickup of 11. I'll tell you.
So look, just inside the 10, huh? Because they got rid of the box.
So, and goal from about the 10 option look. They were going to get the pitch off the Chavis, and whistles tweet before we ever get started.
We had a lot of guys, a lot of Tigers running off the field.
I think they got a timeout. They're going to give them one. I think that'll be their last one of this half, so we'll take the break as well with 6:19 remaining. 14-0 in favor of Lorain High, and it looked like they might be headed into the end zone again. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with more on WDLW.
In an instant, life can change. Hi, I'm veteran J.R. Martinez. If you've been hurt or disabled due to your service, the last thing you need to do is hurry up and wait for a VA claims decision. Make sure you file an electronic, fully developed claim, or e-claim, for disability compensation on e-benefits. It's the fastest and easiest way to get a claims decision. Learn more at ebenefits.va.gov. E-claims and e-benefits. Online VA claims made simple.
So it's going to be a 1st and goal for the Lorain High Titans at the 10-yard line. Heading toward the north end. They've been good with every possession thus far. They've scored every time they've had the ball. Took this one over at midfield. And now they're looking to go into the end zone. A 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Here's your standard offensive set. They got a couple tight ends in there, extra defensive ends. It'll be Dalen Dower running the Wildcat. He'll get it off to Chavis. Chavis will turn the corner. Did he get the end zone? Yes, he did. Touchdown from 10 yards out.
Yeah, he had some big guys in front of him, and they knocked a lot of people down. They knocked those Tigers out of the way and let that Titan roll it on in. That's kind of, as soon as he got the ball, didn't you think, yeah, he's gone. There ain't no way.
Well, they lined up in that kind of wildcat look, and you never know with Lorain High exactly who's going to be running the quarterback position. But so you line up there. Dower got that pitch out, and you had to respect the pitch guy.
Oh, sure.
Or the quarterback.
Well, I think
you lost the pitch guy.
We got the same look here, don't we?
Absolutely. Playing quarterback will be Dower. He's going to roll to his left, wants to throw it, not going to find it. He's going to flip it toward the end zone. It's going to be picked off, and flags fly in the middle of the field. It's in the middle of where the offensive line was. I have a feeling
that could have been.
It's either a hold or an offensive lineman downfield.
Yeah, ineligible.
We were thinking the same thing. That's exactly the case. It's going to be, decline, and the lead will stay 20-0 in favor.
Maybe you get
of
that
Lorain High.
Get that on the kickoff, maybe, huh?
Might be. We'll have to check.
Because you can't get it on this. Yeah.
We're going to take a little bit of a break. When we come back, we'll give you a drive summary and get you set for more action here in the first half on WDLW as well as WLCS TV 20. We'll be right back.
Hey, Luda, got a sec?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm really worried. One of my friends is living on the street.
I know someone who can help.
Who?
1-800-RUNAWAY.org. They help kids having a rough time at home, in school, or on the street. You can do a live chat on their site. They will help get her to safety.
Thanks, Ludacris.
Trust the National Runaway Switchboard. If you're having a hard time, get online or call to chat now.
I want to welcome you back to Warrensville Heights. Don Vincent, Bob Tomaszewski, David Rivera, along for the long ride, about an hour ride out here. But we beat the traffic.
Well, we also beat Joe Bach.
Well, yeah, we did that.
Joe was kind of putzing along. He's giving us that look, but he was putzing. Of course, they were bumper to bumper.
Josiah Jenkins handles the kickoff. It's going to be a low one, bounces off of one of the down guys, and a nice job getting on top of that and covering it by Caleb Johnson for Warrensville. He'll give the Tigers nice field position at the 45. I don't know if that was intentional or not.
I don't know. I'm thinking no.
6:04 remaining in this first half. Warrensville, if they, for nothing other than just the point of kind of like staying focused in the game, they need to get the score. They show that they can drive the ball. That's not a question.
And they've been close a couple times, but again, self-inflicted mistakes.
So we'll bring them to the line here on a 1st down and 10 from the 45-yard line. 46-ish.
Boy, they do take their time getting out there, don't they? They're very deliberate in what they do.
Well, and I think, when you think about the numbers issue that they have to deal with and the limited number of offenses, this makes perfect sense. It's a great game plan. 3 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Jerome Lee, the senior quarterback, the captain of this squad, is going to be behind the center. He'll take the snap. He's pointing out coverage downfield. They do have an overload on this near side. He's just going to tuck and go upfield. He's going to get swung around and dropped. That'll be a loss of about 2 or 3. It just looked like to be a one-arm tackle out there.
He saw a quick opening, and then it closed quickly. We got a man down.
See, that was Dylan Blakely, by the way, on the stop, and one of the Tigers down right at the point of attack. We're looking for a number.
That is Sherrod Laney, guys, for the Tigers.
Thank you. Laney will get some attention here. Loss of about a yard that time on the play.
He looks to be in pain, and that's something that Coach Graham was afraid of when we talked to him earlier on the field. He can't be down any linemen because the Tigers have been bit by the injury bug, so this is not good for Coach Graham.
Well, and the fact that they don't have a lot of reserve guys wearing 50, 60, or 70.
Right, that's what really hurts.
So we'll kind of keep an eye on him and see if he's able to come off under his own power and maybe get back into the game. Before we go into the locker room at halftime, we're going to check in with one of the coaches. David, who do you think you might want to grab first tonight?
Oh, we're going to grab Coach Graham here, Warrensville Heights Tigers head coach. We're going to talk to Coach Graham.
David, if you get a chance, there's a gigantic 10-foot animal walking around the sidelines. Looks like a tiger. Maybe you could talk to him.
Absolutely.
Are the mascots supposed to talk, though? That's the problem. You can talk to him, but you can't talk with him.
This is David.
David
can
can talk
get the
to
guy
anybody.
to talk. He was talking to the homecoming queen last week. What the heck?
That's true.
Come on.
All right, Laney getting the ball off the field under his own power, which you certainly
That's a good
like
thing
to
to see. Yes.
He's taking his time, and he's
hang in
up,
there,
to
big
say the
guy.
least. There you go. When we get back at it, it's going to be about a 2nd down and 13, a loss of 3 on that play just a moment ago. .554 on the clock here in Warrensville Heights. Trying to see who might have come out here to help out on the offensive line. I'll have to try to pick up and see who's out there. 2nd down and about 12, maybe 13 here from the 43-yard line. Blitz coming from Lorain High. Now they back off.
They're always
show it again.
faking it, yeah.
2nd down and about 13. There's the snap. Handoff right up the middle.
Boy, got through clean.
Boy, did he. Tackle in the middle of things there. Tyshawn Leidy came up and helped out. The run that time by William Smith. And he'll pick up about 5, leaves him with a 3rd and 7. Third and about 7. Ball will be spotted at the 49-yard line. They need the Lorain High 44. Dylan Blakely comes into the ball game. He's going to line up at nose tackle. You might have heard in the background, Lorain High coaches trying to get him in there. 2 receivers split on either side. 4:33 on a running. 2nd quarter clock. Lee fakes the handoff. He's going to tuck and come to the near side. Flips out into the flat. Has a man there. That's going to.
Oh, look at this.
Bell breaks the tackle. Still on his feet. No, actually gets it right back to Lee.
Oh, he lost.
And ends up going all the way back to the 40-yard line. Boy,
stay with your people.
That's it. That's going to be a loss of about 9. I don't know who to give the loss to.
A forward pass.
Yep.
Take a couple of yards and turn around and throw it back to the quarterback. You don't see that very often.
A little trickery by the Tigers. If they would have went to the wide side of the field, it could have been trouble for the Titans.
You're right. That might have been.
Ends up being a 4th down at about 15, and Warrensville Heights is going to have to kick it back away. Anthony Bryant will handle those duties. A couple different guys up tight here for Lorain High. Kicks away, low one, bounces at the 45 inside the 40, takes a good Warrensville Heights roll. Will be down at about the 37-yard line.
Excellent coverage on that kick.
3.5 minutes remain in this first half. See where they spot the ball exactly. Getting the ball in off the Lorain High sideline. Looks like it's going to be at the 38 of Lorain High.
And they got about 3:38. That's more than enough time to take that down and punch one in, because Lorain gets the ball in the second half?
No, Lorain received it at the beginning, so Warrensville Heights will have it at the start of the second.
So then Lorain would really want to punch this one in.
Warrensville Heights has a couple guys trotting onto the field here, coming in late, making sure they got everybody out there that they need following that injury. So here we go. Looks like it's going to be a blitz coming off the Tigers' defense. They'll take a run at it. Into the passing situation, Devontae Jackson avoids pressure, rolls out of bounds, is going to lose a couple here, Coach. Back to about the 31-yard line. Loss of about 2. It's the tempo right now is just in a really weird place.
Yeah, you're right.
And I'm going to credit Warrensville Heights with that.
It's like they've settled there.
Yeah, they've slowed the game down. Lorain wants to move and move fast. Devontae Jackson stays in at quarterback. Little pitch goes to the left side. Chavis wants to cut inside, bounces in between 2 would-be tacklers. He's on the run. Look out. He's at the 40-35, down to the 30-25. Gets tripped up at about the 15-yard line. We'll see where they mark him. All the way down at the 10-yard line. My, oh my. That'll be a 54-yard run. Caleb Johnson in on the stop.
He saved the tackle, right, or the touchdown right there.
So that tackle is credited by our good friends at Lakeshore Insurance. That great defensive coverage downfield, just like the defensive insurance coverage brought to you by Lakeshore Insurance and Amherst and Grange Insurance, here to help you protect what matters most. You know those folks.
Oh, yeah.
First down and 10 for the Titans. Ball spotted at about the 24-yard line. They're going to fire toward the end zone. Leidy goes up for it, catches it at the 1, falls backwards and into the end zone. Touchdown, Titans.
Wow. Dropped it right in. Boom.
Well,
that was a rainbow right there, wasn't it? I mean, man.
All you did, you wanted to just put the ball up into the air and let your athletes go after it. And it gets kind of easy at that point when you've got somebody out there like that has the ability to go up and bring it down.
Yep.
The fade route is always a go-to for any big-time receiver at the goal line.
And he was covered. I mean, the defender, you got to give the defender credit. He was right there all over him, but he, you know.
That's a rushing touchdown and a receiving touchdown for Tyshawn Leidy.
That's not a bad day, is it?
You can take those numbers and go with them. 2:49 on the clock as we get set for the 2-point extra point attempt. Devontae Jackson gets it, fires it on the slant into the hands of the same guy, Tyshawn Leidy, and the 2-point extra point is good. We'll take a break. We'll come back, give you a drive summary in just a moment. 2:49 remaining. It's 28-0 in favor of Lorain High over Warrensville Heights. Break time for us. We'll be back in just a minute on the Myrner Law Game of the Week.
I will be coming up on retirement, and the VA benefits will play a very important part in my life.
You may have earned valuable veterans benefits from your military service.
I decided that it was time to go to college and pursue my career.
I was able to buy this house.
Learn more about your eligibility, even how to apply online using e-benefits.
The VA benefits made a real difference in my life.
I wouldn't be where I am today if it hadn't been for my VA benefits.
Don't wait. Apply for your VA benefits today.
Welcome back to Warrensville Heights. Don Vincent, Bob Tomaszewski, David Rivera with you. And with the 2-point extra point conversion, 28-0 in favor of Lorain over Warrensville Heights. They'll kick the ball away. One of the up guys fields it at about the 30-yard line. It gets hit at about the 41. I want to see the number of the young man that caught that. He did a nice job bringing that ball forward. Let's say that's Anthony Bryant or Ethan Nickel on the stop. Okay. I'll take it out to the 42-yard line of Warrensville Heights. 2:43. Heights is going to need to come up with some big plays here. So here we go on a first down and 10 for the Tigers. They'll break the huddle on the sideline. I'll say Anthony Bryant split out to the right. Also split that way is Elijah Gordon. Couple receivers this way, including D'Angelo Bell. Single running backs going to be Wilson in the offensive backfield.
He's coming off the corner here, I think. Nope, he's dropping back.
Jerome Lee pointing out the defense, sees that pressure coming, and handoff, and that's going to go nowhere fast. The Titans had that one sniffed out almost immediately.
Lorain is doing a good job of faking the blitz. And I think that's, in and out, and that's really messing up the timing for the Tigers.
Josiah Jenkins was in on the stop, and that's going to be a loss of about 4 for Nelson. It's going to bring up a second and about. You know what? I was being too harsh. I think it's only a loss of 3, so make it a second.
I hate
13.
it when you're harsh.
I'm sorry. Don't mean to be quite so harsh.
A little harsh is okay, but not
less than 2 minutes remain. I'm looking at my own reflection in this window. It's kind of tough. And that ain't pretty. Let me tell you. That's my excuse. I'm going to stick with it. 2nd and 13. Snap goes back. No quarterback keeper for Lee. He'll pick his way through. He's going to turn this into a big one. He'll have first down yardage and then some inside the 45 down to the 42-yard line. About 21 yards on that rip.
Yeah, I tell you what, nobody touched him until the tackle right at the end of the run.
It's been a while since we've seen a really solid positive play here for the Tigers, so that may pick them up here a little bit with 1.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Check this game out later on WLCS TV 20. Joe Bach made the trip out here, doing all the filming on, I think they call it WLCS Lite, single camera and us.
Yes, that's it.
First down and 10 from the 42-yard line, 1:11 on the second quarter clock. Jerome Lee, the quarterback, looks over the defense, calls for the ball, fakes the handoff, rolls to the left, has a man clearing, fires downfield. That one's going to be picked off at about the 15-yard line. And a nice job defensively getting up after that one and bringing it down. I want to say that was Devontae Jackson. It was. He'll get the pick. Now, if you're Lorain High with 56 seconds, what do you do here?
Actually, they could do anything they wanted to do.
Well, I mean, do you go after it here, or do you just kind of burn the last 56 seconds?
Well, maybe give it a shot. You know, what the heck? Because I know one thing. One more for Lorain would really.
I'd take a knee, guys.
The Tigers.
I'm kind of thinking that would be.
I'd take a knee. If you get a bobbled snap here, or a fumble here, it could give the Tigers.
If you get a touchdown here.
Well, Devontae Jackson's going to remain at quarterback. He's got Chavis back there, and he'll flip the pass out into the flat. Has a man there. That's going to be Jordan Jackson. Jackson may turn this into something big. He's on the run at midfield. He just couldn't stay in. Got pushed out near midfield. We'll see where they mark him out of bounds. And there was a Warrensville Heights player that went into the Lorain High sideline. Actually, going to mark him way back at the 45-yard line.
So are you going to give me credit for that call?
Sure. Sure.
That bubble screen, Coach?
That was it. It was a thing of beauty.
Did it work for you?
Well, yeah,
I would say it did.
Almost 50 yards.
Mark him back at the 45, so you have a first down and 10 from that spot with 46 seconds remaining in the half. Devontae Jackson takes a snap. Pump fakes, fires downfield, has a man breaking free. Look out, this could be big. It's Harkness. He's still on the run. The sophomore is going to take it into the end zone for another Lorain High touchdown, this time from 55 yards.
He could have run that all the way to Lorain County.
I tell you what, that was a great call by the Titans. They faked the outside pass to Lighty, and they had a tight end pop pass right down the seam.
We like to see those tight ends get the pass.
Yes, we do. There's a reason for that.
And we got to speak to Jamarion Harkins, who just scored that touchdown. We talked to him before pregame, and we wished him good luck, and he came through for us.
You have to pat him on the shoulder. Maybe one of our guys now. It'll be 2-point extra point with 36 seconds. Lorain High wasting no time. Now line it up here, and Devontae will remain in at quarterback. Takes the snap, little fade route, a little bit too high. That will fall incomplete. And the score will sit at 34-0 with 36 seconds remaining in the first half. Break time for us. Drive summary coming up right after this on the Murner Law Game of the Week. We'll be right back.
I started mentoring my mentee, Dantre, 4 years ago. I always thought about doing it. It always seemed like a good idea.
We were both nervous when we first met, but everything kind of fell into place.
Mentoring is important to anyone that's pretty fortunate in life to have a little bit of time to pass on that knowledge.
Etienne's a very close friend. I look at him as a brother and a father figure. He taught me just focus on the big picture because I would like to give back just like Etienne gave back to me. Be someone who matters to someone who matters.
The big guy, Jenkins, will kick it away.
Oh, geez.
Looks like an onside kick attempt. Boy, takes a huge bounce in favor of the Titans.
Yeah, I don't think it was a deliberate onside kick, but it looked like it.
Guys, those look like knuckleballs coming at you.
For sure.
This is a big defensive lineman handling the kicking for the Titans, and he is booting it.
It's like a throwback.
Yeah, it's a punch shot.
Yeah, it's poof. Old school. What's Lou?
Lou Groza.
See where they spot the ball at the 37-yard line. David's going, Lou who? That's a road in Berea.
That's where the road came from. Lou Groza Boulevard, yeah.
Do you know Lou Groza?
Lou Toe Groza?
That's the one.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
Absolutely.
He was an all-pro offensive tackle and an all-pro kicker.
I might be a young guy, but I'm a soul, guys.
All right. There you go. All right. First down for the Tigers. Let's see what they do here with 34 seconds left in this first half. Lee calls for the ball. Titans sitting back. Handoff right up the middle. That's good for a couple yards on a first down carry. Pickup of about 3 out to the 40. And that will be good for Nelson.
That could be.
And I have a feeling that may be it.
Maybe it.
We're down to 17, 16, 15, and Warrensville Heights has been really good about clock management. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and walk off, and the first half is going to come to a close. We get set for halftime. The Lorain High band lining up. They'll be followed by the Warrensville Heights band, so some good entertainment forthcoming. 34-0. Lorain over Warrensville Heights. We'll be right back after this.
Sergeant Michelle Garcia served meritoriously in Iraq and has the medals to prove it. Soon after leaving the Navy, Lieutenant Chris Scott found a job, a home, and started a family of his own. Corpsman Richard Stokely took the skills he learned in Vietnam and put them to good use as a paramedic. But soon after leaving the military, each of these veterans fell on hard times and faced homelessness. Even after Michelle lost all her savings, even after Chris wasn't able to pay his mortgage, and even after Richard battled alcoholism for years, they each reached out for help when they needed it most. A simple phone call put them in touch with a trained professional from the Department of Veterans Affairs. That call got Michelle a place to stay until she could afford one of her own, put Chris in touch with employment assistance, and found Richard a substance abuse program. These veterans are success stories not only for how they were able to help others while serving their country, but for how they were able to let others help them. If you know of or are a veteran in need, make the call.
Inspiring city and campus. Inspiring people. Inspiring creativity. Inspiring hands-on learning. Inspiring global experiences. Inspiring traditions. Be a Buckeye. Inspire.
Get ready for the band to perform a little fanfare. Phil Collins in the air.
Opportunities present themselves every day. Opportunities that move us forward. Opportunities to serve part-time in your community while continuing their full-time careers or education to help keep our nation safe at home and around the globe. Explore your opportunities in the Air Force Reserve.
Didn't think it was supposed to rain for a while yet.
Me neither.
Did you bring your rain gear?
I didn't. We're going to tough it out tonight. Tough nut.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'm not getting wet, I'll tell you that.
Joe Bach from
Joe
TV
Bach
20
is looking a little
around.
He's looking a little misty out there.
I'm trying to look for something he can throw over that camera. I don't have to look for one. I don't see any.
Take your shirt off, Joe.
Yeah, we would do that. All right, 12 minutes up on the clock as we get set for third quarter action. The Titans set to kick it away. The big guy, Ziad Jenkins, will handle the kickoffs for Lorain High. And he's set to kick it away here. Ooh, he'll give that odd kick, and boy, young man who fielded the ball, not quite sure what he could do. Good thing for him that he took a knee, because he could have been blown up.
Yeah, when in doubt,
just take
down
the knee.
Ball.
Absolutely. Get a name on that young man, Corey Milton. Did a nice job bringing that ball down and giving it to the Warrensville Tigers. They'll take the ball to start this third quarter, first down and 10 at the 43-yard line. And as we talked just a moment ago, the clock will continue to run now, shy of timeouts, change of possession, and injuries.
It's going to go really fast because Warrensville is kind of slow at getting up to the line, and they're very deliberate on what they want to do.
See, I'm glad you clarified, because I wouldn't have said slow. I would have said deliberate. I would agree with that 100%. First down and 10 for the Tigers as they come to the line of scrimmage at the 43-yard line. They'll split three guys to the left, one guy to the right, single running back. Jerome Lee remains at quarterback for Warrensville Heights. He'll take the snap, and he'll keep it, tries the left side, tries to stretch a little bit, gets met, gets driven backwards, and going to go nowhere fast. Coming up on the defensive stop, Jalen Cheers. Also out there, Mike Smith. Pickup of 2. And you'll take, right now, if you're Warrensville Heights, you ran a play and you got positive yards. Now, I know that seems really simplistic, but right now, that's what you need. You run positive yardage plays, you pick up a first down, you pick up a second first down.
And you got to remember, by doing that, you're keeping the ball away from Lorain.
Exactly. Second down and about 8 from the 45-yard line. 3 receivers off to the right. Lee will be the quarterback. Running back is Wilson, and Warrensville Heights content to burn time right now. Clock continues to work down. Lee takes a snap, wants to throw, pressure right up the middle, gets met, and will be dropped back at the 39-yard line for a loss of 6.
Ziad Jenkins just a force for the Titans on the defensive line.
Yeah, I mean, he got up there fast. I mean, he was almost back there as quickly as the ball got to Lee that time. So back at the 39-yard line, it's going to be a third and about 14. And again, you see this deliberate approach.
Yes.
From Warrensville.
And I think you hit it on the head when you talked about it. They don't have a lot of kids.
Yeah.
If they really tried to sprint it down the field, they'd run out of gas real quick.
Well, and it comes with the kind of offense, and we should have you talk about that, Coach, is, the things that you do in order to kind of preserve your kids.
Correct.
We'll bring that up in between plays here. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Yeah, single man in the offensive backfield as a quarterback. Looks like they want to set up a little bit of a screen. Not going to happen for him. Lee could have run with it, but he fires it downfield. He's going to be picked off. We're going the other way with the ball for the Titans, and maybe going all the way is Jordan Jackson, and it will be a pick 6 touchdown. Now, wait a minute. Oh, are they giving it to him? Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that is about a 57-yard pick six.
Yeah.
And we talked to Coach at halftime. They were trying to showcase Jordan Jackson at multiple positions. You just see them playing safety, pick six to the house for the Titans.
Yeah, that's hard to beat. Man.
Oh, boy. So, man, we talk about his hands. Well, that was not an easy ball to catch.
Oh, no.
And he had to stretch out and grab that one. And
But
boy,
he got
once he
it.
found the sideline, forget about it.
He knew where the goal line was, didn't he?
He did. Yeah, he did. So very quickly, the Titans add another score. They'll get back out there with this offense. And Devontae Jackson will be the quarterback. We'll see if they get this play off. We're kind of hearing some chatter from the coaches that are immediately off to our left. Dower will be the running back. Snap. Goes to Jackson. Cuts inside. Good block. Wanted to throw toward the end zone. Steps through. And he'll get wrapped up and dropped at the line of scrimmage for no gain. So another score added for Lorain High. That'll make it 43-0 with 7:17 remaining in the third quarter. We'll take another break. We'll be back with more right after this on WLCS, TV 20, WDLW, and the Murner Law Game of the Week.
Can I go to the sleepover?
Lucy, I want you to promise me something. If there's any drinking, I want you to say, no thanks, not my thing.
Mom.
I promise you, your real friends won't care. Deal?
I promise, Mom.
They really do hear you.
Did you pack your toothbrush?
For tips on how to start the talk, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. A public service message from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.
Well, this again will be an adventure. The kickoffs are an adventure.
Yeah.
It's a pooch, onside, trying to kick it deep kind of kick. There it is.
Oh, there you go.
That's a little better.
More of a squib kick. Carries all the way down to the 30-yard line. Going to be picked up by one of the guys there. That's Lee. Look out. He's going to turn the corner here. He's up to the midfield.
He's motoring.
Still on his field. The 35 gets ripped down from behind on a touchdown-saving tackle by Lorain High's DeQuise Clinton. And that is one of those defensive coverage plays.
Yes.
Just like the defensive insurance coverage brought to you by Lakeshore Insurance in Amherst and Grange Insurance, here to help you protect what matters most.
That was Clinton on that tackle. And he saved a 6. Oh,
yeah, by Lee.
Yeah.
Shows you exactly what kind of athlete he is. He'll take it inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Well, see, that's like the coach said. They've got athletes. They just don't have enough of them. Small school.
So here we go.
Here we go.
Down and 10 for the Tigers. They have the ball at the Lorain High 28-yard line. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Single running back. I think we've got a new quarterback in there for Warrensville Heights. Javon Shorter, a junior, hands off to the right side goes Wilson, and he'll be dropped for a loss. Maybe a loss of 2. Mike Smith in on the stop for Lorain High. Hawk will just continue to run here, and I think Warrensville content to let it run.
Yeah,
which may not be a bad thing. Now, interesting, they may have had Lee out for a snap just because he ran back that kick, so he'll trot back out onto the field.
And you're right, though. That's the very thing you were saying. You start running those long plays down the field, you got to get a little air in you.
Oh, yeah. Splitting out to the right, Anthony Bryant along with Elijah Gordon. 2 receivers to the near side, including D'Angelo Bell and William Smith. Lee back in at quarterback for the Tigers on a 2nd down and about 12 from the 30-yard line. Lee wants the snap, flips it out quickly. Has Bell, puts him in a little bit of space, gets met pretty well. Devontae Jackson comes up and sets him down at about the 25-yard line after a pickup of 5. Jaden Tucker up there as well. Actually, has a pickup of 5 on that completion. Passing yards have been very few thus far for the Tigers. It's just 3 of 5 27 yards. They've completed 3, but unfortunately for them, the other 2 were INTs.
Back to what you were saying earlier, Lorain's running kids in and out of there all the time on his defense, keeping them fresh.
4:40 left in this third quarter. Same backfield with Lee and Wilson. Lee looking over at the sideline, taking his time. Third down, long 6, short 7. Your pick, you call it. Wilson will move from left to right. Blitz coming off the edge. Lighty stepped down, and he's going to make the play. Boy, did he play that one well. Broke down, did exactly the way you're coached to do it.
Yep. Played off the block, got in on his man. Yes.
Well, a pickup of about a yard, that's going to be it. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 6.
We talk about deliberately the Tigers, using a slow offensive approach. They are literally waiting for the back line judge to count down before they snap this play.
Yeah, what happens is the back judge at the 5-second mark will put his hand up into the air, and that's the point. Yeah,
you got it.
And he's even screaming the count. He's counting down too, guys.
Is he?
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't think I've heard or seen that before.
No. Me either.
All right, 4th down and 6 for Warrensville Heights. The ball is at the 25-yard line of Lorain High. I'd look for Lee just to take this. He's going to drop back to pass. He'll fire across the middle. Has a man there into the hands of Gordon. Gordon's going to turn this one into a first down yardage inside the 15 down to the 14 for a pickup of about 11.
Yeah, that was a nice crossing pattern. Hit his man, and then you let the receiver zigzag through everybody. Nice job.
Second catch for Gordon on the day for 25 yards at the 14-yard line. 1st and 10 for Warrensville Heights. Under 2:45 to go in this third quarter. The rolling clock helps you a lot, but this deliberate offense from Warrensville Heights.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Lee takes a snap, hands off, and going to go nowhere fast. And it'll be Jaden Tucker coming up on the stop. It was Wilson on the carry.
Tucker's in there.
About 3.
Tucker's in there in place of Jenkins. They're giving Jenkins a break. So he's the backup. So what do you think Jenkins would be doing right now? I know I've got him on my secret list.
Uh-oh. The super secret tough nut list? Is that the one?
That's exactly the one.
2 minutes remain in the third quarter. Second down. We'll call it 13, maybe 14. Lee, the quarterback for Warrensville Heights, takes the high snap, flips it out quickly. That'll fall incomplete. Well, that was D'Angelo Bell was the intended receiver. It came off of his hands and hit the turf. That was close. Yeah. Really close to a lateral.
Oh, yeah. You got to be careful there.
Minute and a half remain in this third quarter. A challenge for our man back at the studio, David Q. So we've got some of our sponsors that need a little bit of love here tonight. Going a little bit too fast to get all of those in. Minute 15 remains in the third quarter. Well, it's just 8:42, by the way. Real time. So here we go on a third down, about 14. Lee wants to throw it, rolls to his left, gets big pressure from behind, pushes the pass up, and I'm going to say it fell incomplete. Going up to try to make the catch was Bell. It came off of his fingertips, and the Titans tried to make a play on it and were unable to do so, and it looks as though you have an injured Tiger down on the field.
There's multiple Tigers down.
And you know what you were saying, though? They're having a problem getting all the spots in back at the station. Mm-hmm. If they don't get them all in, they might be hearing from Murner Law.
Jalen Cheers with almost an interception there for the Titans, guys.
You know, he went up when that ball was loose, and it looked like there were 2 or 3 players, David, that had a shot at that one.
Absolutely. It was kind of like an alley-oop pass. The quarterback rolled. He waited to see what the defender was doing. The defender went up to get the quarterback. He tossed it right over his head, and Jalen Cheers was just there almost for the interception.
Well, Bell is the last of the Tigers to get up, and he's moving on his own power. That's good. He's a heck of an athlete.
Yes.
I want to say, and I'm not sure about this, I want to say he plays basketball and runs track. I think he's a 3-sport athlete.
Well, he looks like
get
he
confirmation.
Could be. Yeah.
So you want to make sure he's healthy. I mean, football is important, don't get me wrong, but you want to make sure guys like that play such a big role in your program, you want to make sure that they stay healthy.
Yep. And he's only a junior, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. He's a guy that might be getting some calls.
I would think so.
From some higher education institutions.
All right, so here we go on a 4th down and about 13 from the 21 for Warrensville Heights. Clock down to 27-26. Lee wants to throw the ball. Starts to go right, gets turned around and comes back left. Wants to fire it. Does so. Fires toward the end zone. It's going to be picked off in the back of the end zone. And I think coming down with that was Jordan Jackson. Where's the flag? Is it back near the line of scrimmage?
I thought there was.
I thought he might have been beyond the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Was that? Okay.
So the Lorain High will forego that penalty, I would imagine, and take the first down on the INT. So Lorain High will get the ball back at the 20-yard line with 17 seconds remaining in this third quarter.
Well, that might be the end of the third quarter after this. Well, even before they get it off.
They'll roll the clock. Lorain High will not have to snap the ball to get into the fourth quarter. So that means we'll take a break. We'll step away. We'll be back with more right after this on WDLW and WLCS TV 20.
Copy and paste. There's a lot of hidden dangers out there in cyberspace. Never put your personal information online unless you ask your parents and they say that it's fine. Before you log on, don't be hasty. Please be smart with online safety. Stop and think before your connection. Use these steps for your protection. Online safety. Stop. Think. Connect.
When we get back at it, it's going to be first down for the Lorain High Titans. They'll have the ball at the 20-yard line. It's been a running clock throughout that third quarter, a quarter that went pretty doggone quickly. And the Titans offense will be back out there. And there's a chance. And you know, this Lorain High roster isn't overly deep either. So it's not like you can run a bunch of younger guys out there and give them a ton. You have some guys you can put into the mix. We'll kind of check some of those out there.
And really, you got to do that, too. I mean, kids standing there looking at you say, Coach, I practice all week. We're winning by 40. What the heck?
I see Jason Brown out there and Jaden Turner on the offensive line. We'll try to pick up some more of those guys. 3 guys in a bunch formation to the left, single guy to the left. Boy, here comes another big play. Forget about it. Jackson may go off to the house. Oh, he gets dragged down from behind. There is a touchdown-saving tackle. Nicely done that time by Corey Milton.
So the question is, you think they'll be on him on the bus ride home about getting caught from behind?
They might.
I'm thinking that might happen. He's limping a little going off.
Well, I would too.
But that was one of those you're running flat out and a guy pulls you back. That could be a little hamstring.
You're always worried about your feet getting tangled up underneath with those tackles.
Yes.
44-yard pickup makes it a first down and 10 for Lorain High. They're getting ready to snap the ball, and the flags aren't even set up yet. They've got to wait for that to happen before they can take the snap. They'll finally go ahead and get that in there. Devontae Jackson calling to his receivers on the left, flips it out into the flat right side. That'll be Lighty. Flag on the play. It's probably going to be a hold on Lorain High. Breaking tackles, all kinds of tackles, and all kinds of flags on the play. He'll find the end zone, but I can't imagine with all these flags on the field that this is going to stay.
We have 3 flags on the field.
Yeah, 1 back in the offensive backfield and 2 at the point where he slipped the tackle. So let's see, we got a hold on Lorain High is the first call. Hold, and what was the second one? I wasn't familiar with that signal. Did you know that signal? The hands on the chest? Illegal block?
Oh, well, Joe Bach would know.
Oh, okay, now I see it. All right, so
He told me turn it off.
they'll back up Lorain High. I think they accepted the hold, which is a spot foul. And They'll mark it all the way back on the other side of midfield. Now the sticks are moving, and I'm not sure about that either. The sticks shouldn't have moved.
Yeah, the stick should, yeah.
No, wait a minute.
How do you know where you got to go?
Yikes. All right, handoff to the right side and working upfield for the Lorain High Titans. That time was Jalen Cheers. We're going to stick this up here for right now. How about that?
You could put it up there if you want.
I think we'll do that. Oh, my goodness.
Lorain's kind of slowed it down, too.
Second down and 15, about 21.
Oops.
And movement on the offensive line for Lorain High. That will back them up just a little bit further.
But that's what happens when you start to drag things out a little bit.
Yeah. Fourth penalty, 30 yards on Lorain, which is not a terrible night. I mean, honestly, penalty-wise.
No. That's
brings up a second.
We've seen some games where a lot worse.
Second and 480, I think, is the distance they need to go here. It looks like Warrensville Heights is going to come after this one. Little scissor action in the offensive backfield. Devontae Jackson slips by a tackle, still on his feet, busted out to the right side, and gets shoved out of bounds down at about the 42-yard line. So you're going to give him a pickup of about 10.
I tell you, got almost half of what they needed.
Yeah, you got a good chunk of it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Going to bring up a third and about, what are we going to call this, Coach? About 16, maybe?
I would agree with you, sir.
Why don't you stick around for our post-game show? We'll check in with Dave McFarland and a couple of the victorious Lorain High Titans, assuming that's the way things are going to end. We kind of think that's going to be the case. We'll get your Buckeye Community Bank final stance. Handoff, no pitch goes to the outside. That'll be a new running back for Lorain High. DeQuise Clinton. Clinton will take it inside the 30 down to the 27 and will be shy of the first down by about a yard. He needs 16, picked up 15.
Well, the way Lorain's going right now, I don't think that'll be a problem. 1 yard.
No, it's going to be the penalties that are the issue.
Correct.
It's been on this possession.
Correct.
But you got some new guys out there. And sometimes that stuff
part
happens.
Of it. Yes, for sure.
Ethan Nichols split out to the left side, right behind him. Who the heck's out there? I missed who was out there. Handoff. Cheers tries to turn the corner on the right side. There's your first down. Inside the 25, down at about the 23-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 5. The numbers for Lorain High kind of piling on here. Kind of adding stuff into my stat sheet as we go here. It's been pretty, despite the fact that there's been a deliberate pace, there's a lot going on.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of snaps. Here we go on a first down and 10. Little option look. Keeper this time. Devontae Jackson heads up inside. He's keeper. He's going to be near first down yardage. Going to pick up about 9 on a first down carry. So, David, who are we thinking about talking to? There's a couple guys out there. I think Leidy's had a great evening.
Yeah, I mean, there's you got Leidy with 2 touchdowns. You've got Jordan Jackson with a pick 6.
Yeah.
Dalen Dower has a touchdown. Savon Chavis has a touchdown. The sophomore Jamarian Harkness has a touchdown.
Pitch goes to the right side. That'll be Cheers, and he'll take it down to about the 10-yard line. That'll be a pickup of about 4 and a first down.
And David, I've got a guy. He's on the defensive side. There are a lot of offensive stars tonight, but
there are.
Mr. Jenkins could be a tough nut.
Yeah, you know what? He has played a big game.
He has.
A lot of times in the offensive backfield.
In just a half a game.
Right. 6 minutes remain in this one. Still 40-0 in favor of the Titans. They'll line up on a first and goal from just inside the 10-yard line. They'll spot the ball at the 9. They're finally getting all their personnel out there. Since we got the big honker out there, Mike Smith is going to be the lead lead running back, the blocking running back.
He could do that too.
He could. Snap will go directly to the Wildcat, and trying to get outside to the left side. Flags comes in
everywhere.
And going out of bounds at the 1 yard line was DeQuise Clinton, but I'm assuming this is going to come back and those flags are going to be dropped against the Titans. And it looks like the one flag's dropped back at the 10 yard line. So that's just the line of scrimmage. They'll probably step it off 10 yards from there. More penalty yardage here.
Yeah, and especially in this drive.
Yeah,
Jeez.
exactly. This will be their third penalty of this drive for 25 yards.
If you have like a 60-yard drive, but in total yardage, it's like 90. How do you?
well, here you go. How you like this? It's 1st and goal now from the 21.
Yeah, gee whiz.
That's a little different. Devontae Jackson hands off up the mid, ball comes loose, and it looks like it's going to be a Warrensville ball. There you go. The Heights Tigers have it inside the 20 down at about the 17.
And that's what happens. Penalties and that, and you're backing it up and moving around. Yeah.
See exactly where they spotted at the 17-yard line. So those will be now. Those are the things. And Coach, I'm going to dump this on you. You know, at the end of the game, you're on cruise control. You have a fumble. How big a deal is that?
Well, I think it's a big deal. I mean, regardless of the score or whatever, you've got to protect the pigskin.
Yeah.
You can't be putting it on the ground because you do it here, you might do it later. I mean, that's a no-no. It's like holding. Don't hold the opponent.
It's easier said than done.
True, but that's 15 big yards. This is a turnover. There's certain penalties you can't take.
I was called for holding twice in one game as a junior. Running off to the left side, I want to say, was that Lee running the ball? Kind of looked like it.
Maybe. So you were called twice?
My whole career, the only time I was ever called for holding, so I'm saying it was the official's fault, not mine.
So the guy really had you upset, huh?
I didn't get it. I could never hold. Come on. That's not the way that works. 2nd down and 10, no gain that time for Lee when he was the running back. We had to check the number and make sure that was the case. Quarterback for Heights is Shorter. Actually, Lee's right back in there at quarterback. 2nd down and 10. No, he's going to be the running back. Shorter will be the quarterback. So getting the younger guy a little bit of work here. Shorter will look over the defense and continue to try to work the time down. The clock's running fast enough as it is. 3.5 minutes remain in this one. And we're not quite to 9 o'clock.
Handoff. Keeper.
Oh, keeper. Shorter goes to the left side. He'll get tackled from behind out beyond the 20, and the flag comes in. So
I thought
face mask or
that might have been
horse collar.
Horse collar, yeah. Because his head stood still and his feet kept going, yeah.
So you'll get the run for Shorter, and I think they'll give him. Well, I thought that was a tack-on foul, was it not? Are they going to mark it from the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, I thought that was a spot foul.
Yeah, I thought it was too. They'll move the ball out to the 37-yard line. I'm not sure what we just got here. I guess it's a 1st down, and we'll go with that.
And the clock's running.
That's.
Jeez.
I think they should have been a little further up the field, but maybe it's academic. I don't know. I still want to do those things the right way. All right, 1st down, handoff up the middle, and trying to pick his way through is the running back for Heights. He'll take it out to the 40-yard line, a pickup of 4 yards, and a little bit of shoving and pushing, and not where you need to be right now for anybody's sake.
That's correct.
I think William Smith was the runner that time. He'll pick up about 3. And that's the point where, you've got 2:15 on the clock, and if it's going to, degrade to, pushing and shoving, I think the officials may let that 2 minutes and 15 go a heck of a lot faster. That push on the play clock can take its time.
And is it worth missing the next game to do that?
Absolutely not for anybody. Sure, handoff. Nope. Yep, it is going to be Lee. He's going to wanted to go left, end up going right.
Pulled it right out.
The ball, and Lorain High is going to jump on it at about the 43-yard line. And see, who was it that jumped on top of that?
I'm thinking it was.
Was it Harkness? Yep, it was.
I'm thinking it was. Yeah.
Yeah, he pulled it away. So Lorain High will get the ball on the change of possession with 1:44 remaining in the ball game, and they can take a couple knees. And I think that Coach Romy Graham at Warrensville Heights would allow that to happen.
Sure, yeah.
So the Titans will bump their record up to 3-4 on the season, 1-1 in the Lake Erie League. Warrensville Heights will end up being 1-6, 1-1 in the league as well. So the conference record for the two of them are the same.
Right. Is anybody in the conference undefeated?
Well, you got this. There was just a snap here, and I don't think Lorain was ready. I don't think the officials were ready. I think Cleveland Heights is leading the league.
Yeah, there's 3 teams in the Lake Erie League that are undefeated up to this point.
So they'll go ahead and get the snap now, kind of a victory formation for Lorain High. Taking the snap, Tracy Williams, a sophomore, wide receiver / quarterback / he's going to do a whole bunch of stuff.
Coach McFarland on the field giving some pointers.
Way on the field.
To some of the younger Titans.
Out near the hash. I'm not, I think the idea is just let this clock run and be done with it. It's down to 44, 43, 42. And the back judge now will put a hand up and snap goes back. They'll take a knee. And that should be enough.
That should be enough, yeah, you're right.
Will win the game.
Line it up and shake hands.
Yeah, and go home and nobody gets hurt and there's no problems. We'll take a little bit of a break. When we come back, we'll be down on the field. Coach and player interviews. We'll have your Buckeye Community Bank final stats. We'll get set to send you back to the studio for our post-game show. Nikki will have all the scores from around the county. Might even get a little bonus coverage from WOBL. We'll see how that goes. We'll take a little break. We'll be back on the Murner Law Game of the Week. You win, we win, get paid.
The Warriors to Work program makes it possible for wounded warriors and their families to build new lives together.
When my dad left, I was like this big, but now I'm like this big. My dad got a master's degree in human resources.
Thanks to Warriors to Work that my dad has a terrific job.
The Wounded Warrior Project helps him by, giving him another start.
Now that my dad's home, I get a lot more hugs.
I'm really proud of him.
Find out more about Wounded Warrior Project at findwwp.org. Welcome home, the brave.
All right, I want to welcome you back to Warrensville Heights. Don Vincent, Bob Tomaszewski down on the field. David Rivera standing by. He'll get some interviews here with the victorious Lorain High Titans. We'll take a look at your Buckeye Community Bank final stats here in just a minute. Not a whole lot different than they were at halftime because, it went so fast. But just to give you an idea, it's a 40-0 game, and there were actually more plays run by Warrensville Heights, more snaps from center than there were from Lorain High on this particular night. So
well, when you get a pick six and fumbles recovered and things like that,
makes a difference.
Oh, sure.
All right, I think David's got some guys standing by down on the field. Dave, you want to jump in here?
Yes, I am surrounded by a gang of Titans right now. We got some on defense, some on offense. Let's start with Carlos Chavis. Savon, I apologize, Savon. You ran the ball great today. You had a touchdown. You had a couple long runs. Talk about offensive linemen blocking for you.
Offensively, the line does great up front. They give us the push that we need. They open up the holes that we need for us to make good, big plays. And I really just got a shout out to the line.
How you feeling tonight? You didn't play the second half. Talk to us a little bit about how you're feeling.
I'm feeling good. Tweaked the shoulder last week. I wasn't going to play this game, but, I just got to worry about my stats the senior year. And it's all about making a name for yourself, so I had to, while I was out there, make a name for myself.
Savon, you ran great today. Congratulations on this win, and I'm sure I'll talk to you again.
Thank you.
All right, next up, Dalen Dower. Dalen, you scored a touchdown on a great catch in the end zone. Talk a little bit about what you guys were doing offensively. You guys were almost averaging 10 yards a carry in the first half. Talk about the ground game.
Just like Savon said,
Shout out to the offensive line. And came in and watched a lot of film this weekend. Just went to work really, and just knowing we were stronger up front, knowing we could get to places where we wanted to be, and we just did it and executed.
How important was picking up this first LELW? You guys came in 0-1. It was good to get this one under your belts.
Yeah, picking up the LEL, picking up one win in the LEL, it feels good. Getting some momentum going in our conference, and just hoping and praying Cleveland Heights can lose the Maple so we can win out.
Congratulations today, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, let's jump to the defensive side of the ball. Absolutely, Mr. Dower.
Devontae Jackson, shout out Devontae Jackson because he wanted me to shout him out before the game started. Shout out Savon Chavis, and shout out my mom, my dad, Jace.
Don't forget Dylan.
Dylan, the whole Dower family, everybody. Y'all just love the support.
Shout out Los, number 33.
All right, guys, they were giving a little bit of love to everybody. Let's talk to Oziah Jenkins. You guys defensively put on a show. 3 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles, 0 points allowed. Talk about the defense.
I would just like to, everybody did their job. We, everybody in the team got a huddle. We say, do our 111. If you do your 111, everybody get the job done, and that's what.
You did a good job kicking the ball, too. It's good to see a big man kicking that ball. You were one of the toughest guys on the defense. Talk a little bit about, what was the game plan coming in? Did you guys expect a lot of the running game, or did you expect them to pass it?
We watched a lot of film, and we was worried about their run game. And we weren't really worried about the passing because we was focused on the run game.
Oziah, great job today, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you.
All right, so we had a little bit of a shocker today because Jordan Jackson is over here playing defense and finishes with 2 interceptions, 1 all the way to the house. Jordan, talk about you playing defensive safety back there.
Me and Coach Matt, actually we've been talking about this since the summertime. It just never really happened to the last few weeks, and he just put me back there to see if I can make plays, and that's what I did.
And you made some plays offensively on the side of the ball, too, catching a couple. You got caught from behind. You almost scored on one. Talk about that play.
Yeah, I killed him off the line, playing on grass, a lot of divots and potholes. I kind of twisted my ankle. That one would have been to the house, though.
We talked a little bit about in the pregame that this grass might slow you guys down a little bit. Hey, it's good to get this W, Jordan. I'm glad I got to talk to you. Any shout-outs before you go?
Shout out my mom. Shout out everybody. Shout out Coach Mack.
All right, you heard it first, Jordan Jackson. And Coach McFarland is joining us right now. Coach, great team victory. Offensively, defensively. Talk about how it was that your team prepared to get this first LEW win.
Well, I thought we had a great week of practice. It's been a rough start to the football season. We've had some really good football teams we've played, but we've been banged up, and it's just like Jordan there going to safety today with Savon getting hurt. And then he made some phenomenal plays. So it's fun to see our kids come together. They work hard and they're good kids.
Talk about getting some of these younger Titans in some action today.
Yeah, that was nice. I mean, we did get some young guys in the game, and they work hard too. So it was fun to see them in there, and so I was happy to see that.
Coach, enjoy this victory on this long bus ride home, and we'll talk to you again soon.
All right, thanks a lot.
Yep. All right, thank you very much, David. By the way, all of those post-game interviews brought to our good friends at Lorain County Public Health. Your health and safety is our priority. For those of you watching on WLCS, thanks for joining us. We'll see you again sometime down the road.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.